All right. I think that's good enough. There'll probably be a few more people pop in as we go along, but I want to be respectful of your guys' time. Anne Marie, Gemini, and Victor, welcome. This is a little session on opportunities in physical education and coaching. So where is everyone interested? Are you interested in teaching PE, or are you interested more in coaching? Kind of want to make this as personal, individualized as I can for you. Answer any questions you have. Okay, Victor says interested in coaching. All right. Same with Gemini. All right. Anne Marie, how about you? Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Anne Marie. So I'll spend a little bit of time talking about our PE program, or our PETE program, which stands for Physical Education, Teacher Education. And then we'll also spend some time talking about coaching as well. They're a little bit different. Now, in the state of Texas, which, as you can tell from my accent or lack thereof, I'm not from these parts. So it was kind of interesting coming here and learning that to be a coach in public schools, that you also need to be a teacher. I've known several other coaches who just had outside jobs. They just wanted to coach. But here in Texas, to coach, you need to be a certified teacher as well. And then a lot of people kind of tie in coaching and PE. But one thing about our program is we really want what's best for you as a student and as the pre-professional. And so if you are interested in PE, great. If you're not, great as well. Try to hook you up as best you can. Our PE program is, I think, is really good. Not just saying that because I'm a part of it, but we we really prepare the students for teaching. I have over 15 years of teaching elementary, middle school, high school PE, and other classroom content. And so I think that's very helpful. If you, Gemini, you were here before and you saw Dr. Kimbrough, who actually is the program coordinator, and you heard that she's giving some online finals as we're wrapping up the semester. Her background is in motor development, motor control. And then a third person who's really part of the program is Dr. Dean Culpepper. He's a generalist. His background is PE and sports psychology. So I think all three of us working through things really provide our students with a good variation, not only in what we teach, but how we teach it as well. I tend to be a little bit, to be really hands-on. My area is the methodology. So the how to teach. I teach the two methods classes, one in fall, one in spring. And I really believe that it's important for you as the student to get in front of others and to actually teach. Now, some people find that very scary, but our classes are small, which is really good. And we really progress at a decent pace so that it's not too overwhelming. We all prepare you for the certification process, which actually is kind of changing, but right now it's the passing of what's called the PPR and also the content exam. And so far in the 7 years that I've been here, we're about at a 95% passing rate on both of those. So our graduates are able to pass and become certified very quickly, and to actually get out and get jobs. Now, unfortunately, and I'll just be honest here, that not all of our students have gotten jobs in physical education, but I think that's also a strength to how we approach things. And that is that we teach you how to be teachers. You just happen to be a PE teacher. I've had students or graduates who ended up being math teachers, even an English teacher, Spanish, ELL, just a whole lot of different things, but they've all been successful, and they're all trying to get into PE, but that just because there's just a limited number of PE positions out there. So going in, we strongly encourage you to get certified or to get an endorsement in other areas, and ones that, like I've already mentioned, math, sciences, even some history, because of what the policy is. Once you get your license in the state of Texas, you're able to sit for other content areas. So whatever you feel comfortable in teaching, you can sit, and if you pass that content exam, you're able to get that endorsement. Like myself, originally from the state of Washington, where I taught for many years, my endorsements were health, PE, general science. I also had a vocational endorsement in sports medicine. I was an athletic trainer for several years, and I could sit for math and a variety of other things. So that's kind of the main thing for PE. Your last semester obviously is your student teaching, and that we work in conjunction with the curriculum and instruction department. They cover all of the kind of the certification paperwork. So we cover content and the pedagogy, and then we hand you over to them for your student teaching. Now, so that's kind of that. Now going over to the coaching side of things, obviously a lot of our students are interested in coaching, and a lot of the students across campus are interested in coaching as well. We have a coaching minor that's kind of in, I've taken it to kind of reevaluate, because I feel that we really need to make that a good program, and so we're offering that. So if you are interested in something else, another major, but you can tag on that coaching athletics minor, that's also a good benefit to your marketability. And so we've had students in the past come from history, English, foreign language, math, you name it. They've gone through and they've completed that minor. The main class is an introduction to coaching that I teach summer 1. So that'll be coming up in the month of June, and that's online. And so if you are coming in summer, if you're a current student, you might be interested in taking that. And it's fun. We kind of go over not necessarily the X's and O's of coaching, because there's just a wide variety of activities that people would end up coaching, but how to be a good communicator. Okay, whether you're communicating with your athletes, with your staff, with administration, with parents. So I've kind of modeled the class after my experiences, kind of going back to when I first started. It's like, what do I wish I would have known back then to kind of make things a little bit easier. So we kind of go over that, and again, it's fun. We get into good discussions on different situations and just kind of see how things go. We're also in the process, and kind of this is while this tends to focus on undergrad, looking ahead after graduation, we also offer a graduate certificate, which is a 4-class series. So it doesn't really mean you get a master's degree, but a lot of people are interested in that as professional development. So as their current coaches, they just want a little bit extra. Maybe they want a pay raise. Maybe they want to go from an assistant coach to a head coach and just kind of show, I've had this extra training. And then we're also offering a degree path in our master's program in coaching athletics. So those are two options as well. So I've talked for about 15-20 minutes right now. Let me hear from you. What kind of questions do you have? You can either pop on and voice them or send me a chat. I'm going to take a drink right now. Did I want to be a PE teacher from the beginning? Actually, no. So my thought, like I said, I was in athletic training. I wanted to be a college trainer. And I actually had the opportunity. I was, I don't know, I didn't really have an official title, but I used to work for the Seattle Mariners baseball team. I was the trainer for their rookie league club, which was down in Peoria, Arizona, which is just outside of Phoenix. And it was kind of an internship while I was working on my master's. Then I was, to be honest, I wasn't able to. And so I talked with my supervisor, who actually spent the off season, the baseball off season, teaching high school, and then going to and then come March, he would go down to Arizona for spring training, stay through the summer, and then in August he would go back up to Oregon. So he suggested that I look at high school. So when I was done with the season, I looked and started taking some education classes, and actually got a job at a high school in Vancouver, Washington, doing, teaching sports medicine, health sciences, again, more of the vocational side of things. But as I was getting into teaching, I really felt kind of being drawn more toward back to the PE side. I've always been active. I was a college athlete. Just at the time, I didn't really think about becoming a teacher. But then as I was teaching, I thought, this is kind of fun, and I love interacting with students. And I was kind of being observant of what was going on in physical education, and I felt I could really make a difference in that. And so I started kind of veering my career more towards PE and to coaching. So good question, Victor. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so Anna Marie's asking to clarify, in order to coach in the state of Texas at any level requires a teaching certification. Any level in public school. A teaching certificate, but that's kind of where that grad certificate and master's really helps them out. And Jim and I haven't heard anything from you. How are you doing? Okay. Do you have any questions about this? I know I spoke a little bit during that time, but you said you were interested in coaching. What area are you interested in coaching? Well, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I think with most things, it's kind of who you know. And, a lot of our students say, they they know somebody who is coaching or is an assistant coach, or maybe they transferred to commerce from a junior college and they kind of want to go back and uh, coach at a JC. And so like with anything, it depends on what's available, what positions are there. So we try to prepare you as best we can, at least with the content and the um, uh, no, I just lost my train of thought. The content and the skills needed to be a coach, uh, and then you just kind of create your opportunity. Part of the degree includes an internship, and so we've had a couple students do kind of volunteer interns at Commerce or elsewhere. Um, so it's kind of, depends on what level of collegiate you want to. Okay, Gemini, I've already done a bit of junior coaching for youth cheerleading. Excellent. You wanted to continue, but high school. All right, good. That requires, uh, you know, a lot of patience. I'll be honest. Yeah, I've known a couple of my friends have done, cheer. A couple of our students have done cheer, and just coaching that it is takes a lot of skill, and I commend you for that. Um, so that is also another area that really, I wouldn't say really needs. I mean, all areas do, but to get quality individuals in there, that I think is really important. That's kind of the whole aspect of my desire with this coaching, is to instill, to train, to give information and knowledge to individuals so that they can impact other people as well. So, any other questions? All right. In our chat, I am going, if there aren't any more questions, I just um, posted my email. If something pops up along the way at any time and you want to reach me, you want to talk, you've got, another question, or you've got something to ask that maybe you didn't want right now, feel free to email me. I'm here for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in class at some point, maybe. Maybe the intro to coaching class, maybe one of our PEAT classes. But I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet. And that's all I have. Okay. You're welcome, Victor. And I hope you guys have a great day. You stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you later. All right. Okay, bye everyone.